Topic number 3 is the effects of alcohol. 2 types of effects that you need to know about are short-term effects and long-term effects. So we'll do short-term effects first. When you drink alcohol, some of the effects that you experience straight away and that last for quite a short time are things like blurred vision, so I'll just put that. Blurred vision, a lowering of inhibitions, and what this means is that when you drink alcohol, you do things that you don't normally do. So lowering of inhibitions can manifest in taking more risks, an increase in confidence, which in my case leads to that, and that's about it really. You become more chatty, you become more confident, and you do things that you wouldn't normally do. So far we've got short-term effects, blurred vision, and a lowering of inhibitions. The final short-term effect that you need to know, which is dead important and ties into the last topic, is a slowing of your reactions. So a slowing of reaction means an increased reaction time. Because if your reactions slow down, it takes you longer to react to something. So if we think of this in terms of driving a car, if your reaction time is slowed, so you've got an increased reaction time because you've been drinking alcohol, you're more likely to crash your car. Right, so that's the short-term effects done. Now over to this side, we'll do long-term effects. And for long-term effects, remember George Best. So George Best drank a lot of alcohol and he ended up having liver cirrhosis. Because what happens is basically when you drink alcohol, it goes to your liver to be broken down. If you drink loads of alcohol, your liver's having to work really hard and the tissue in your liver sometimes can't cope and it turns your liver all fatty and horrible and it can't do its job anymore. So this is what happened to George Best and he ended up having a liver transplant. So that's one long-term effect, cirrhosis of the liver, which can lead to you having to have a liver transplant, or in George's case, he had a liver transplant and he still carried on drinking. And he died from multiple organ failure due to this. Another long-term effect is brain damage. This kind of ties in with the short-term effect, another short-term effect of memory loss, which is there. I've just added that in. That's a short-term effect. But if you carry on drinking alcohol, a long-term effect can be severe brain damage. Another thing you need to know about alcohol is that it costs society loads. Also, each year in the UK there are over 9,000 deaths. Which can be directly related to alcohol. But it's been estimated that there are as many as 40,000 deaths that may be a result of alcohol. These are things like car crashes, accidents and stuff like that, compared to your 9,000, which are things like liver cirrhosis and acute alcohol poisoning and that kind of thing. So there's our mind map. I'll just go over it again. Things that you need to know about the effect of alcohol are that there's short-term effects and long-term effects. Some short-term effects are blurred vision, memory loss, a lowering of inhibitions, which includes things like taking risks and an increase in confidence, and also leads to those. Also, a slowing of reactions, which is increased reaction time, which if you're driving a car and drinking alcohol and you've got an increased reaction time and something comes out in front of your car, it's going to take you that much longer to react by putting the brakes on, that you're going to be more likely to crash. So that's short-term effects done and dusted. Now long-term effects are things like brain damage, liver cirrhosis, and the final thing you need to know is that basically it costs the economy loads. So that's alcohol done. The next video will be on ethics and transplants. So in your exam, you can see massive links between topics. So here, this leads nicely to liver transplants, and then we can get into ethics. So that's a link between those two lessons. So that'll be the next video.